Show number 300, the big 300. Can you believe that back on June 20th, 2020, we started show number 1, and now 3 years and I'm going to say 7 months later. There's Yona. Yona's popping in. We have. Oh
my gosh!
I think Gary should be.
We are live, Yona. We are live.
We are live.
Put Gary in the middle. Can you do that? How many do we need to make that Hollywood square? 9, right?
Well, we need a 9. Actually,
we need some of the ancillary players.
We need 9. Well, Dr. D is supposed to be coming.
Yeah.
Eitan G is supposed to be coming. The Kraz is coming.
So, and then we could do the Brady Bunch song.
And then we'll have
Here's
9.
the story.
Everybody, welcome to Lenny Solomon Live, show number 300. And we are very excited. Why are we doing show number 300? Why are we doing this on show 300? Somebody asked me.
Nobody knows.
Because we must celebrate 300 shows.
Aren't we all the people that are usually? Aren't we all the people that are usually watching it? So who's watching it?
Hey, don't make fun of the ratings.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
The ratings are good. They just happen after the show. They don't usually. Sometimes we get up to like 20 people while I'm going live, but then a couple of days later, 900 people have seen this show. Now the question is, have they watched more than 30 seconds? That I don't know.
Reruns.
Where's Gary? Where's Gary?
Are we getting residuals?
Gary is driving around Queens. Is that correct, Gary?
Yes.
Gary,
you froze.
He froze.
He's frozen.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Oh no.
Problems.
Yes,
but I hear you.
1 second. Coming back. Yes.
What happened?
There we go.
There we go.
Like magic. You even changed clothing. How did you do that costume change?
Am I unfrozen?
No, you keep unfreezing and freezing. Nah.
You got to park next to a cell phone tower.
Now, Uri Butler is telling us all that we must go to schlockrock.com. That's what Uri is telling us. Hey, Uri.
Lenny, when was the last time, if Danny shows up, I have no, when was the last time the original 6 were all together?
Danny should show up, by the way. He said he's going to try. Unless he's
I believe it was the restaurant in London.
A long time,
It was the restaurant in London the last time we were all together.
Mark Steyer was not
No, not me. Yeah, I was not there.
Mark wasn't there. It was Dave Hirsch.
Nobody invited me to this restaurant.
No, we'd be in Israel when we were filming the first video.
Wait, no, come on. We were together after Israel.
No, we went to we went to a restaurant to Gary's brother's restaurant on Long Island.
Oh, Chosen Garden.
Yeah.
Or Chosen Island. And everybody
Chosen
was
Island.
Yeah, we all had the lobster.
It's got to be like that.
No, we didn't. Mark.
And then you paid for it.
I think it was me, Shmoo. Wasn't it me, Shmoo, Rose?
I think Joel Shade was there.
Mark Infield. What was Kenny Gross?
Yes.
What was what?
Okay, wait. We're all doing inside jokes and nobody is understanding.
Nobody gets it.
Okay. Guys, 30 years. It's got to be 30 years since that night or more, right?
Yeah, it was in the 90s. Yeah.
Early 90s.
I have a picture.
Yes.
You should see the shaitel, not on us, but maybe next time we'll have shaitels. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
big hair shaitels.
Wait, I had prepared a whole bunch of questions for us.
Don't you know the answers?
And
no,
Mark prepared all the answers.
Funniest schlock rock moment. Quickly, whatever comes into your head.
Lenny yelling at an old man.
I knew that was coming up.
I don't know if it was funny, but we caught fire once.
Yes, that was in Patchogue.
Yeah, the menorah.
During my menorah. The curtains caught on fire during my menorah. In the Aron, in the bima, on the bima. They lit the candles.
Was that? Wait, Yona, was that the Aron Kodesh or the Aron not Kodesh?
Not Kodesh. Yes. You mean like the sukkah that was built inside of the shul? That was a good one too.
It's correct for 100.
Yeah. Lenny, where were you when you smashed a stained glass window with your keyboard case?
Silver Spring.
It's got all the answers.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
By the way, when do we go live?
We are live, everybody.
When
We're
do we go
live.
live?
This is as live as it gets.
Oh,
We're getting old. We're all getting old. Can barely
Mark,
move.
where's the doctor thing that you guys wear around your necks? Come on,
He's
man.
got it.
I had,
He's
I
got
had
it.
I had it
Come
before.
on.
By the way, Lenny, I didn't hear anything about this. Who's that?
Who's
What?
that?
I can't
what I
see.
got.
We can't see.
I'd have to zoom in.
have we been
All
hacked?
right. It's Lieutenant Uhura.
Heck,
Should be happy to be.
Oh,
I
Star
pander.
Trek.
I pander in just for you.
Move the
This is
car
not gonna pan
already.
her out.
Ah, okay. Oh, there. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Michelle Nichols. Yes, allow
Move the car already. You're gonna miss Star Trek.
It is inevitable.
Yeah, no, but you're supposed to say, "I've seen them all already."
I've seen
Or
them all.
you've
for
seen
Star
them all
Trek.
already.
Now, yeah.
Now, Sam from Chicago asks, "Did Yona was on Schlock Rock?" Yes, Yona was on Schlock Rock. He still is, kind of.
I think he's the only one who made it onto the
What
cover.
was-
Isn't that right? Was that your ear
What
or
was
something? Was on
what
the cover?
was
My eyes.
what was the projectile that hit Lenny in the head at Maimonides?
In Boston.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Right.
Was not there.
I remember.
I have no idea.
What What hit
A
him?
wad of chewing gum.
a
Lenny, you
No,
tell
it
us.
was not a wad of chewing gum. It was a.
Somebody
Wasn't it a
somebody
paper
threw their titus
airplane?
on the stage.
It was a paper airplane that hit that secret button right on Lenny's forehead that sent him into turbo overdrive.
And then what did I do?
I believe you may have lectured the crowd very nicely in how they should behave properly at a concert.
No, I think I crumpled up the airplane and threw it back at them. Actually, that's what I think I
Oh,
did.
Lenny, you have to welcome Judy behind the glass.
Yes, across the pond, Judy
Hi, Judy.
Hertzfeld, our associate producer, here on show number 300.
Hey, Jude.
Now, Eitan G will be showing up at this house at 10:20, which is 3:20, which is 2:20 for Mark. This is in 12 minutes. That's what he said anyway.
Where in your
World
house?
tour.
What time is that Pacific time?
That would be 12:20 Pacific time.
12:20 Pacific time. And Zulu
Mark.
time. What about Zulu time?
Let's talk to Mark Infield for a second. Mark, give us your funniest Schlock Rock moment.
My funniest Schlock Rock. Wow, there are a lot of them. There are a lot of
Name
funny.
one that comes to
What?
mind.
Find one.
When we were filming
Any moment.
by the Shamrock Hotel, and Lenny almost jumped to his death, not realizing how far down it was where he was sitting.
Yes, I remember that.
What?
That was
What
not
that?
funny.
What was that? That was anything-
That was me.
We're not
That
coming
was
up
me
with
almost
funny
jumping
moments.
over a ledge, thinking it was like a thing, and it was all the way down, like 7 stories. I almost freaked out.
It would have
I
been
remember that.
legendary.
I think my favorite Mark Infield moment is when he handed me the Schlock Rock Trivial Pursuit card.
Oh.
You remember
Yeah.
that, Mark?
Ooh.
Yes, I
But
do.
Joe Namath on it. Joe Namath was on that card.
I have that card still.
Joe
I
Namath.
laminated it.
You didn't believe it at first.
I didn't believe it at all. I thought you were
You believe
putting
it?
something- I thought you were playing a joke.
Yeah, that was a good one. What was it? It was what style of music was the Schlock Rock song Yo 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 Yarmulke?
Right. He
Right.
was on the same card with Joe Namath
Yeah.
You had to
and
take
the state of
it-
Alabama, and yeah. So
How about if
everybody-
we take it back down? What about Jacksonville, Florida, when they
Yes.
brought us down there to be the exclusive guests for a weekend, I believe, bar or bat mitzvah?
Yes, and they made us sit between the kids.
I don't
At the
Or
meal.
as they said, to sit with your fans. How did the meal come to an abrupt end? Anyone?
Wait, somebody just popped in. Let me just see
I'm on
who
a
that
Zoom
is.
call.
Here he is. Oh, look who's coming here. It's Dr. D.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, what do you know? LGM, Dr. D. Nice hat.
Yeah.
Very nice hat.
Yeah, because this is the year, baby.
If they sign Alonzo. If they sign Alonzo.
The man who put Yerushalayim on the map.
Oh,
That's right. The top 40 of the Lordy.
That's it, baby.
Dr.
I'm wearing a
D.
special
So-
jersey for you, Lenny.
Oh, very nice.
Like how it
Okay.
peeked into to look at
It
him.
was hard to read that. What did it say?
Ted Lasso.
Oh, Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. What's the inside joke on that? What are we missing?
Banter. It's just a jersey. That's all.
Ah.
Jersey. What? I can't see because you're tiny. Lenny, what jersey are you wearing today?
Rangers.
Rangers, baby. Good year. Good year.
Well, so we didn't get an answer to Gary's question. How did that meal abruptly end? And somebody
No.
named
In
Andrea Lee
Jacksonville, Florida.
on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
the meal ended when somebody threw a beach ball against my head. That was how the meal ended.
Why is this all about stories of people throwing things at your head, Lenny? There
Yeah, I
must
don't
be a
know.
pattern.
It must be a very
Pattern.
lovable band leader. Now, I
Yeah.
want to tell you this.
It's
My
hard to
favorite
avoid.
Schlock Rock story is which one of you is Mrs. Goldstein?
Oh my gosh! Wait, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for him, Mrs.
Danny.
Ginsburg. It was
Goldstein,
Ginsburg.
it was Ginsburg.
Well, I changed the name
Ginsburg.
so that we don't
Let's
tell
wait
the
for
community. You and I changed the name so we don't tell the community. We-
What is this?
Too
The name
real.
will change to protect the innocent.
and then we'll have to explain to the people out there. By the way, we're about to hit double digits. You know, I watch all these shows, you
Does
guys.
that include all of us?
Schlock Rock plays
No,
with 10
with us,
people.
we're at 15 now. With us, we're at 15.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Why don't you give away some free merch?
Well, I was gonna. That's we're doing that on Sunday to wrap
Yo,
up.
You
to
are
wrap
very
up our
generous with other
fundraising
people's
month.
merchandise.
We're gonna do that on Sunday to wrap up. We're gonna play Name That Tune on Sunday for the crowd.
What do they win? Everything behind the apartment door at 2B?
No, they get
8350 Leopard Boulevard.
No,
they get a chance to be in the next Kosher Police if we ever make it.
I think the core of the band
Oh.
all lived in that same building at one point.
Oh,
Yes, Mark is
is-
correct.
that is very, very interesting.
Block-
Very,
block
very
from
interesting.
The rhythm section,
Up the block
As it
from
were.
your video store. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right now, we have everybody except for Danny Block
And
on
Eitan.
sax, the Kraz, who's supposed to be coming, and Eitan G,
Of course.
who was in Israel, of course. So
Good
he's
for him.
just showing up at the house.
And we have Dwight is here.
Now they want to know if I could put everybody's name on the picture. I don't know if I can do that.
Everybody's
You know, I
name on-
can move you guys. Look at this. Watch this. I'm going to move Gary to here.
I don't see any of that going on.
Didn't work.
Here's
a
a
story.
story.
Right. I'm not seeing that at all.
No, it didn't work.
What's happening?
So Andrew writes, I want to be in the Kosher Police.
What
Okay.
makes you think you are so special there, Mr. Andrew? You need to be very, very special to be in the kosher police. Don't
I think
forget.
it's Andra.
Lenny,
Andra.
250
It's
grand.
Andrew,
That's it.
by the way.
We don't get to see the. I'm
Oh,
not
I
seeing
get the
crawl.
names. You're not seeing the names?
No.
No, but maybe there's a way. Oh, the chat. Okay.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
did.
Put overlay in.
Going up
Maybe
on
it'll
the-
show up. Let's just see.
Ooh.
Oh, what'd you just do?
Ooh.
I just made a chat overlay. So now anybody that writes in, you should see it. And also now we are at
Well,
2 blocks of 3. What do you
No,
think of that? Is that
No,
better or
3
worse?
blocks of 2.
3 blocks of 2, Lenny.
3 blocks of 2. Right.
depends on your point of view. What's happening
Certainly
to Dr.
does.
D over there? All right.
All right. Next comment we will see. All of us.
Somebody wrote vomit.
Let's hope we don't
Can't
have to wait
wait.
too long.
So Dr. D is in his car.
Yes, I am.
Are you also in?
Where are you
Queens,
heading, Dr.
Gary?
D? Where are you driving?
I am not driving because I don't do interviews and drive at the same time. I'm at work, so I just came out for a break.
Sounds good. Now, the question that I asked Gary and funniest Schlock Rock moment, Dr. D. Funniest Schlock Rock moment.
Funniest shock. I mean, there are moments that live in my head that I think of all the time.
Meaning me and you on the docks.
Okay, that's one.
Ooh.
Don't forget to take off your rings. Is a moment that repeated many times. Gary.
Words to live by.
Yep. That's something that whenever I hear the song and whenever I wash my hands, my kids already know, don't forget to take off your rings. Yeah. Funniest schlock rock moment. I mean, they were all fun, but funniest. I mean,
so sad.
what was the name of the guy that we rented the van from? Mr. Cousinitz?
Cousinitz.
Oh,
Yes.
Mr.
Mr. Cousinitz.
Cousinitz.
So that was 1988.
Wow.
That was 1988, the first summer camp tour, 20 shows in like 20 days.
Hey, Dave, what are you doing over the summer? Oh, I'm visiting the camps. Oh, wow. You going to Poland?
Going to Poland.
No, the Catskills. The Poconos.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Showing
No,
up
the old
to,
country.
was it?
Not really, guys.
What camp was it that we showed up and we wanted to know when the fast ended? What fast? Seneca.
That's
Camp
right.
Seneca.
No, don't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Don't,
Camp Goldberg.
we don't want to tell.
What about the camp where the guy wanted to introduce us to the rabbi? And as we were munching down our burgers, he goes, "You want to meet the rabbi?" And we said, "Sure." And he slaps on the yarmulke. He goes, "I'm the rabbi."
I don't remember that. How do you remember that? Oh my gosh.
Those were good burgers.
I didn't remember that.
Gary.
What?
I think I conveniently forgot that, Gary.
Those were buttery soft burgers, my friends.
I hope, don't say that.
Poor Lenny. Gonna be crawling out behind a rock.
We're not supposed to be destroying Stockholm. We're supposed to be celebrating.
We're roasting.
Celebrating.
We're roasting it.
Indeed.
Roasting is what you're
Yeah,
doing.
that
Schlock
was
rock
the-
roast.
Oh, well, by the way,
Lenny
Lenny,
wants me to say hi to David
Lenny, what-
Goodman from Camp Hask. We have to say hi to David Goodman from Camp Hask. And Andrew writes, Andrew, not Andrew.
Yes, we got that. We're good.
We're all
Hi,
we're
Andrew.
getting
We
old.
Don't
understood
make that
that.
mistake again.
Andrew, of course, I know that you're not Andrew. I know that. Yes.
Lenny. what
Yes.
were the three topics you were not allowed to mention at that one camp in your show?
One was God.
Correct.
One was kosher.
That is correct for 200. Now for the Daily Double.
I think I could guess.
I'm gonna guess Shabbat.
Nope.
No,
I'm gonna guess Mashiach.
Intermarriage.
AKA Messiah for 500. Correct.
Wow.
You're right. Mashiach was number 3.
Don't you dare.
That kind of lowered our what's the word? We played 2 hours straight of a Barbanel.
No, what was the opening song that night that had never been played before?
Jewish Pride.
Try again. Because on the 9th of Av, we cried.
Oh yes. Well, it was Tammuz 17. Right.
My goodness.
Fast Days of the Year was born on that night.
Oh my gosh. That's so Judy Hertzfeld writes, congratulations to you all on a wonderful, innovative, popular musical group. Who would that be? That would be us. Yeah.
We were certainly
Andrew writes at a Jewish camp.
certainly,
Yes,
uh,
Andrew at a
which band
Jewish
was
camp.
that?
What are you gonna say?
we were certainly
You know, these are
popular.
all behind the scenes stories.
Len, I remember before the Gypsy Big Bash, when the Kosher Police was created, we sat all night with a dual cassette recorder publishing these tapes, going one at a time. And we went to a Xerox place and made copies of the lyrics, handwritten. That was nuts. That I remember all night just making copies of that first Kosher Police tape. Nuts. The Big Bash. Now we're gonna think about Mariv. All right, we're done.
We lost,
Wait, we just lost Gary.
the drummer.
Well, here he is again.
I'm back. But I do
You're
have
back.
I have a trivia question.
Okay.
What was the name of the venue, aka the club in Manhattan, where we had the release party for Schlock Rock Videos Volume 1?
Oh, I remember that.
Was I invited to this party? I feel like
You might have been in Milwaukee,
Like
Ray. I don't think
Pete
you
Best,
were.
Pete Best or something. All right,
Howard
let's
Stern
see.
was supposed to be the MC, but he didn't make it.
It was in the Village.
Was it on a
Nope.
boat? We played on a boat once.
It was not in
It
the
was on the
village.
Upper West Side.
No
Upper
clue.
West Side, correct? Keep
No
going.
clue. No clue. Who
Delta
showed up
House.
to this party?
We were in the Delta House Club.
The Delta House.
The Delta House. I
It
didn't remember.
was near Times Square, wasn't it?
Yeah, on the Upper West Side, right near Times Square.
I must have been too drunk. I don't know.
All right,
What
Samantha.
are you talking
Samantha
about? You guys never
Potashnik
drank.
is asking,
Don't-
do you remember?
Fans out there, do not listen to them.
Do you
They
remember
never
Camp
drunk.
La Vie
I'm
basketball?
not a good drinker.
Does anybody remember Samantha's question?
Do you remember Camp Lovey basketballs? Yes, of course we do. And we remember breaking the floor at one of the shows.
That's right.
Who was at that show where we broke the floor?
That's La
Yeah,
Vie.
the stage floor.
They broke the floor. They broke the basketball floor because they were dancing so much. That was a good story.
How about how we became so friendly with the border police in Canada, going from Seattle to Vancouver on a Friday
Yes,
afternoon? That was a
yes.
I'm still
40
using
minutes.
everyone's 18 minutes from that trip.
Consecutive, right? That's how that was.
Well, that was not our fault. It was probably Brains McSolomon who did it again.
Lenny, why don't you tell everybody the story of that out in the listening audience? I'm sure both of them would love to hear.
Which story are we telling now?
How we barely made it to Vancouver for Shabbos, and then Shabbos morning, Lenny Solomon goes out into the wilds of Vancouver to try to figure out where we are, only to leave
Okay,
three
so
of
here's
his
what happened.
three of his finest
Here's what
people
happened.
behind.
We had a Seattle Vancouver trip. It was me, Gary, Yona, and Danny. Now here's what happened.
We were driving. What kind of car?
We were driving
Bron-
an
a
SUV, blue
Bronco.
SUV.
Bronco 2, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
I thought it was a. Anyway, so what happens is we get plane lands on time. We left at like 7:45 in the morning from New York, or 7 in the morning, whatever. We get there 10 o'clock, and it's a 4-hour drive to Vancouver. The people meet us in Seattle. They give us their car. We take the car and we head to Vancouver. We got to within 40 minutes of the border, and there was a tremendous. It was actually got within 10 minutes of the border, but there was a 40-minute backup. By the time we got over the border, Shabbos was.
You're missing
well, let's just say
you're missing the
encroaching.
key part of the story. Why were we delayed at the border and the police decided they needed to look through all the equipment?
Wait,
Because of our. Go
first,
ahead, Gary.
first
You tell
there was a big backup at the border, and Len decides to get out of the Bronco 2 to walk to the border and explain to them that we are religious Hebrew Jews who need to bypass this line, to which I believe the man told him, "Get back in your car, sir." We then get to the border, finally, and they take a peek inside. The guy goes, "Instruments, tapes,
Yes.
instruments, tapes, etc." He goes, "It seems to me like you might be a band." And then he goes, yeah, we're a band from New York. Yeah. He goes, "Oh, you're at the wrong border crossing. You need to be at one that does work permits." And Lenny goes, "Sir, it is our Sabbath as the sun is beginning to set. We need to go." So they let us fill out some paperwork for about an hour, and then we finally get through, and the sun was almost down. Take the story from there,
Yes.
Len.
It's a beautiful story.
Well, so then what happens is we make it to a hotel. We didn't get to the community. We make it to a hotel in Vancouver. The next morning, I see that the shul that we're supposed to be going to is on Oak Avenue in Vancouver. And we are in a hotel which is on Oak Avenue in Vancouver. I thought to myself, oh, it's a straight ride. Somebody just popped in. Let me just see who popped in. Danny.
Hey, Doc.
Look at that.
Hey, how's it
All
going?
right. Okay, so the story
I
is
heard this is
Hey,
the
Danny.
old men room.
so
Okay.
so I figured let me start walking. It was a 4-mile walk. I didn't realize it was a 4-mile walk. G.
Wasn't Pee Wee
And,
Herman there
we
too,
ended
in
up-
some
I ended up
form?
getting to the shul. I got to the shul, and figured I'd eat lunch with them, and then Shabbos ended. So I got back to you guys after Shabbos, and then we went and did our show. And that was the
Now,
story.
But in the 8 hours that Lenny was missing, we thought up of so many different things that could have possibly happened to him, and how we're going to call up Mrs. Solomon and explain it. Because I could already hear it. I would call her. She would say, hello? I'd say, hello. Who is this? It's Gary. Gary who? Gary Wallen. Oh, Gary Wallen.
Wallen.
And so we spent 8 hours thinking up all these great scenarios while Lenny was feasting on cholent and fried chicken.
Yes, well, that was the
I
story.
have a Lenny story. It's kind of not really a Lenny.
Uh-oh.
All right, so you know, you guys remember I had a really horrible car that would break down like on the Cross Bronx Expressway. I think Gary, you picked me up once in the middle of the Cross Bronx, and my car broke down. So
Yeah,
I would try to I would try to get rides with Gary. So we had a gig. I think it was in Schenectady or something like that. And on the way to, after he picked me up, we went to get like a box of pizza. We put it on the roof of the car, and then we drove off from New York to. It was in the winter, so me and Gary in the car. We drive all the way up to Schenectady. We get to the place where the Shabbaton's supposed to be, and we get out of the car, and lo and behold, the pizza's still there. So
It's a
Lenny
miracle.
comes out. Lenny comes out and doesn't miss a beat. Picks a slice of pizza and eats it.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that story.
I don't know what was in that pizza.
Because for
I mean,
you, it was just another day in the hood, man.
that
But
was
it-
normal
it
behavior.
could be that's the reason that we have these weight issues, or
It seems like every story I've been here so far involves food.
Lenny, do you remember
Well,
we
what-
went to
what
Einstein
the Jewish
to
bands
Mark's
do?
thing?
Eitan G is in the house. Danny Block is in the house.
How about that? Seriously,
All
I
we need
don't
is the
think,
Kraz, and everybody will be here.
I don't think all of us have actually ever been together at one time, like ever.
What do you mean, like
Really?
on stage?
Like anywhere, on stage, not on stage.
That could be.
No, I think
The
we've all
six of
been
us.
together for
That's
sure.
not true.
With Eitan?
I don't
With
think so.
Eitan?
Not with Dr. D.
Have you ever been with the original? Yes, he has.
Yes,
The original band and Eitan G?
and Dr. D, all six?
Yeah.
and Dr. D and
Queens College?
Shalom JJ all together.
Well, Queens College was a good show.
Oh yeah.
And Kraz was the MC.
Oh, okay. Krabs was the MC.
Perhaps the MC.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes in here, the Queens College concert will be, let me just see. So far, not.
Hmm.
I did just write to him to come in, but could be he's in the middle of an important meeting.
Danny, Lenny
Right.
started
Did
the
you-
show by saying one of his favorite funny moments was, which one of you is Mrs. Ginsburg?
Right.
Mrs. Ginsburg.
Danny, you
right.
wanna tell that
I
story?
remember that. He wasn't there, but yeah, I said, I am. And they said,
It was
no,
me.
it's M. Ginsburg. Could you imagine they would have taken us off to jail this day? and
I
age?
know. It was Danny and I at the
We're not sitting on the plane waiting for them. I have no idea.
We,
Oh my goodness.
we
No,
would
but
end
Lenny
up on the
is still waiting
terrorist
to
watch
get paid
list.
back on those tickets. Don't worry.
$1,800.
We got paid. I got paid back on those tickets.
I know.
You got. I paid you guys. They paid me.
We-
of
Of
course.
course.
Yep. Or there was no show. We wanted cash up front or no show. Always.
Hey,
saying-
Gary, is that
remember-
the original van from the summer tour?
Yeah, I bought it from Mr. Kuznets. It
So,
still has
anyway,
ode to
wait.
Dr. D.
But you should know that when we started performing, there was no security stuff. There was no when you got to the airport.
Yeah.
So and the communities would want to get miles when we flew.
That's why
That was
they
the,
did
this
that.
is the backdrop of the story. So they would fly us under other names,
Oh.
but that meant you couldn't go up to the counter, which I forgot to tell Yona and Danny, unfortunately.
Oh, you mean
So
you
me
forgot
and
to tell the
Gary
guy
had
in
gone
law
earlier.
school that, by the
No,
way,
it was
we're
me
doing
and
something
Mark and
completely illegal. This is how you have to handle it.
Then you and Gary were also Mr. and Mrs. on that trip.
Yes, we were, but we didn't go up to the counter. We went Skycap.
Yeah.
So if you go to
Yeah,
Skycap, they don't even
Skycap, you
ask
can
you
do
for
whatever you
ID. They
want.
just
We were too late
Back
to
in
use
80
Skycap. We
back
used
in
to use
'88. That's what we
Skycap.
did.
We were too late.
Lenny and I were in the Mile Wide Club.
Now listen to me.
Oh, that's
This is
terrible.
Okay, a lot of double entendres here, and I don't want to hear about it.
Triple entendre. It was a Sunday. It was a Sunday morning, and we were flying to San Diego, and we had to get there for a Sunday night show. I mean, we couldn't miss the flight. That was it. You miss one flight, you're done.
Right. So you ended up they made you buy first class tickets.
$1,800.
And it was at that
Sunday
point
morning. it
Hang
was
on,
Friday morning.
$1,800 for a first class ticket.
in 1988. Yeah.
It was Friday,
Damn.
no, no,
Yeah.
Friday morning, not Sunday. We had
No,
two
no.
shows
Correct.
that
Friday
weekend.
morning.
LA and San Diego was that weekend. We went to
Wow.
LA, right?
Wow. Good for you know.
An encyclopedia never forgets.
The
Unbelievable.
two communities combined to put this trip together, and San Diego booked the tickets.
I was lucky. I knew what city I was in when I was playing. I don't remember anything. There's like
I don't
one
remember.
long gig.
I don't remember this.
All right.
Gary flew out
Gee,
Wednesday
you
night.
have a,
The other
you have
three
a
of
funny
us flew out
Slog Rock
Friday
moment.
morning.
We are celebrating 300 shows, Eitan G. Do you have a
Can
funny
I ask you this? What does 300 Lenny Solomon live shows that started in a Zoom thing have anything to do with any of us?
Well, you've all been on the show as interviews. You're all part of the Schlock Rock band.
Uh-oh, Dr. D's gone.
We just lost Dr. D. Dr. D faded out.
Back to work.
And that's what it has to do.
Now you're supposed to
Breaks
say we're
up.
all fans of the show.
We are. We actually are.
There you
fanboys,
go.
man. Big
Little
fanboys.
plugging during the show.
That's right. Fans of the show.
I never miss a show.
We have a shout out here. We have a shout
Did you
out
ever
here from Debbie,
Did you ever see a show?
who said,
Yes, I have seen a show.
Okay, good.
In its entirety?
No, I don't. I cannot
Right.
tell a lie.
You pop in for a minute, you see what Lenny's playing.
Listen, we got up to as many as 15 people
Well,
watching
you know,
at the
because I
same
have.
time.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Well, there's like
A
7
wife.
of us. I mean,
Right.
That's 22. No, that we don't count. This
We
is
don't count.
people watching from the outside. We have
That was
8
Solomon.
channels going on at the same time. 4 Facebook pages, 2 YouTube channels, 1 LinkedIn, and 1 Twitter.
clearly you need them
How-
all. We
How
have,
do you handle the whole crowd?
Right.
It's
And with
okay.
all that, we have 12 viewers.
That's so the
Yes,
servers won't come tumbling down.
But the thing, the thing is that we let them in slowly. We let them in slowly. They have to show ID.
They drip in. That's
One
have-
channel for you, one channel for you, and one channel for you.
we have Debbie here shouting in saying, "I remember that night, but we'd sold so many stories that we don't know what she's talking about." So Debbie,
Now, which night do you remember, Debbie? Which night? All right, Mikey Tevner's popping in from Harrisburg, PA, but he lives in Israel now.
Baruch haba, erev tov.
All right. And this is Debbie Miller. Hey, Debbie. Sure, Gypsy. She's a Gypsy girl.
Gypsy.
Now,
Oh,
Dr.
she was
D
probably
is
talking
the
about the
doctor.
big
One
bad.
second, I got to get the doctor on. He's back.
She was talking about the big bad. He's back and he's gone.
Yeah, he's back again. Dr. D,
That's his hand.
Yo,
we got you. We lost you for a little bit. Right? Debbie was at
Yeah.
the Queen's College show. She remembers the Queen's College show.
Ah,
That was good. I was on
That was
fire.
a fun show.
that was a big
show.
band, right? You had a horn section, like a full-on
Yeah.
everything.
We had 10-piece band. The Krause was the MC. Eitan G, JJ, Oliver Shalom, Dr. D. We were all there.
horn
My parents-
section with Jordan Hirsch and Bogey
That's right. Jordan Hirsch, David
What?
Bogner.
What year was
and me.
this?
Full horn
What year
section.
was it?
I thought Rimberg,
What year
1962.
was that?
wait,
guys?
Rimberg was there too,
88?
right? Wasn't Rimberg on that show?
Yeah,
Yes.
Johnny Rimberg might have been there too. Yeah,
It couldn't have been 88.
he was
Was it
there.
before I
it
moved?
would have been 90, 91.
I was there.
Nah, I
I
was.
could look it up.
You were
I could
definitely
look it
there.
up. I have every show written down.
It's on my website.
You have every show written down? What?
I do.
Where?
I have a 39-page tour thing of every
What
show.
happened to Gary? Where is
So
he?
did we lose Gary?
Just the car.
That's
Everybody
very
do the
funny.
Brady Bunch thing.
Gary
The
got
Brady Bunch
pinched.
thing.
Gary got pinched. Lenny, you really have a book that has every a comment about every show, ever?
Not a comment. No, not a
Just
comment.
the dates
Just
and times. I put them all up.
No. I also have the fees, how many people came, and who we were hired by.
You get paid for this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I used to make a living doing this. That was the question that everybody asked me when I was growing up. When I was doing Schlock Rock, they always asked me, "You make a living from this?" That was the first question.
Oh, no,
Everybody's
The second
surprised.
question-
From this, you make a living?
What was the second question they asked me, Mark?
Danny?
What was the second question? You guys know? Second question was, do you need permission
Oh,
To go.
to put these songs on? Those are the two questions I got asked every place I went.
and if the person who asked the second question was over 80, watch out.
Yeah, we talked about that already. Yet.
He's on every geriatric post office in New York.
Geriatric
Hey,
post.
John G, you're in Israel.
I wanted.
I'm here, brother.
Tell the crowd what you're doing here in Israel, Eitan G.
I just came back from some town now near Ofakim that I was barbecuing. That's why I smell like smoke.
No, you don't. You're fine.
I was
That's
wondering
why I
what that
took the
was.
jacket.
Yeah, that's why you
It
smell
was
like
right
smoke.
next to Ofakim.
Good for you, man. Kol hakavod. Good for you.
Please. Those guys were thanking us. Like, why are you thanking us, dude? You're the ones
Yeah.
doing all the heavy lifting. We're just lighting some coals and throwing some meat on a grill.
I'll be back.
Okay,
Gotta
Gary.
go, Danny.
Somebody
I
broke
got to
a
do my
crowd?
job. I'll be right back.
Somebody broke a crowd.
All right,
Danny.
very good.
Oh,
Gonna be Dr.
I have a guest in studio.
What?
This is Rabbi Goldstein. This is Schlock Rock.
Hey,
Hello, hello, hello. As a kid, I grew up with you guys being my heroes.
Look at us now.
He's got to, shoot a little higher, I think.
Right. Could have been
thank
worse.
you very much.
Could have been worse.
We appreciate it.
Rabbi, you can listen to all the music on every music streaming service now.
All 41 albums. All
Yes.
41
So who's
albums.
Yes,
so one second.
I verified
so
it
who's
on
the young
iTunes.
guy? Who's the tech
Mark,
savvy
are you
guy
on
on your
iTunes?
end doing it?
He does a show every. You do a show every week, right?
What do you mean a show every week? This is
How
the
often
second
do you
show
do
of the week.
How often do you
This
do
is
the
the-
show? What's the schedule? Like
Usually it's Monday, Thursday. Usually.
Monday, Thursday between the hours of 8 and 9, and then takes a break until 2 and 3.
It's usually Monday night, Thursday night, 11 p.m. to 12. And then if I start having guests
In
again,
the,
it'll be Monday, Wednesday,
drawer.
Thursday.
from
Top
Beit
right,
I'll have to,
top right drawer under the TV.
oh, we just lost somebody. We
By
lost
the
Dr.
way,
D
do you
again.
know Slil V'Zemer had a comeback? I think you guys can come up and plot something to make a real comeback, and you're going to become famous and sought after in a way like never before.
We're already
Someone
famous.
plucks on the Jews.
We're plotting. Let's
We're plotting.
plot.
And the only thing we're doing with our back is
What is
trying
happening?
to keep it
Stop that.
standing up.
Stop doing that.
Listen,
I'll be with you guys in a bit.
okay.
All right. See you soon.
See you soon.
Where's the Kraz man, Len? Isn't he just like? Can't you just scream out the window? He's your next door neighbor.
I'm good.
Yeah, he said he had some sort of business.
beyond that. Okay, I got to go do my job for a minute.
Mark Infield,
Yeah.
where are you? Are you in New Jersey?
I am.
Now, when do you're going to LA? Isn't that correct? You're going to be in LA for a couple of
I'm
weeks.
supposed to be, but so I'm going to do JFK. Unfortunately, I fell last Thursday and broke my leg, so
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
at surgery next week. Thank you.
you're a
You
Fush
fell
Slammer.
and broke your leg.
I broke,
You're an EMT,
well, I
Mark.
broke the left fibula.
Oh my God. How long are you going to be out for?
Why are you asking questions? Mark Skyer's a doctor. Mark, would you please lead this
I'm
conversation?
going to ask a question. How long are you going to be out for?
Thank you.
Why did you fall down? You're an EMT. Is that how that goes? I don't know.
2 weeks after the surgery, I'm going to be completely out of commission, and then we'll go from there. Probably have that.
You got it. You got a pin. You got some screws.
They're gonna put a plate.
Right.
So
Nice, like a tinker.
feel good, Mark.
Feel better.
I didn't know you were. So are you on painkillers now?
Clearly,
When I need them. As Mark
As needed.
After
Mikey
this show.
Tevner writes,
Lori Butler.
listen to this, Mark. Mikey Tevner writes, my most embarrassing moment was the time I played drums at Mark Infield's Sheva Brachos.
He was 11 years old. Who's this guy?
He was 11 years old. And Uri Butler writes, call Hatzalah. That's pretty good. All right. Well, we seem to have run out of things to say.
Out of steam.
never run out of say. Over.
No.
Hello.
Gary's on the move once again. Gary, where are you headed this time?
He's driving Juber.
I think he robbed a bank.
Yeah.
I have to step out. Step out for a second. I'll be right back. And then there's sirens, you know. What?
All right. Andrea wants to know what mishaps happened during tour concerts.
There was that time they canceled our main
Remember
gig
when
in
we
Israel.
did Florida? We did that Florida show, and some kid came on stage
Is that
and
not
knocked the
how
mic
called, Frankie?
into my tooth, and it chipped my tooth.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't remember that? Knocked
Like
fire,
it's
took to a dentist. We had to get it fixed up. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that. I because that happened to me, but I never chipped my tooth. But that happened to me so many times where the mic was pushed into my teeth.
Yeah, that chipped my tooth in Florida. Or when the speaker fell on my nose.
Really?
Remember, we were packing up and
Trying to visualize.
I was all bleeding.
Right.
I remember when we were driving from Memphis to Kansas City, and we broke the back window of
The hatchback.
Joey Friedman's hatchback,
It's in the brown.
or it was Kenny Landsman's hatchback.
It may not be the same
There's too much
Saturday,
talking.
but they come-
I remember that one.
That's good. Means everybody's having a good time.
Yeah. Remember that time when we were eating pizza after the show?
That happened. That happened
That was
200 times.
That was great.
Or the Sufganiot.
I was about to say, how many latkes did we have over Hanukkah? How many latkes?
Oh, but do you remember the hot dogs we had at that one show?
That's all I
Back to the food.
Remember in the Riders,
Food.
backstage, they would bring us food after the show. It was cold pizza.
We always said fruit plate, fruit platter.
That's right. We never got a fruit platter. It was always
All the latkes.
pizza.
We're in for all the latkes.
Yeah, that's what we got paid. We got paid in latkes. You remember then we went to Bob's Country Bunker, and they charged us for all the latkes we ate.
It was crazy.
We played both types of music, country and
I think
western.
you're confusing us with a different band.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness.
Uri says, I remember when Schlock Rock came to my house.
In Pittsburgh, I met a guy the other night, Uri, that knew you from Pittsburgh, and he knew Lenny, and he was the rabbi of the shul in Pittsburgh that we played when Aviva Portal was a shaliach there.
Rabbi Daniel Wasserman is who you met.
Yeah, cool guy.
Yeah.
Lenny, didn't we watch Mike Tyson bite Evander Holyfield's ear off in Pittsburgh after our concert?
I never. That might have happened, but I
He
didn't
came to the
watch it.
concert?
No, but we
What
once
a
had the
fan.
governor of Alabama at our
What a fan.
shows.
Oh, I have a picture with the governor of Alabama.
We had the governor of Alabama come and sit first row at our show, and I played his kid's bat mitzvah when he was lieutenant governor.
We were looking for Max Weinberg at some show one night, right? With Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, but he didn't come.
I don't know. I think
Yeah, Rabbi Wasserman is in Ashdod now.
I remember that, Max Weinberg was supposed to be at one of our shows.
that's right. And then there was some guy standing in the back, and everyone's like, "Is that him? Is that him?"
We seem to have lost Gary. We seem to have lost Dr. D. We seem to have lost.
They'll come back in when they're ready.
And when we met David Fisher up on a plane to St. Louis.
Perfect timing.
That'd be me and Lenny for sure would come, and the New York guys.
Yes.
depending on availability.
I think I'm hearing some background noises.
I think Danny's feed is still going. Turned off
You
the
know what I'm
lights,
gonna?
but the mic is still
What
on.
I'll do is I'll shut his
Yeah, if
mic
he's
off.
not there, mute him.
I just shut his mic off.
Yeah.
I wanted to say about
The
Danny
chutzpah.
that at every show that I went to with Danny, he would take a look in my mouth and he would say, "Yeah, you got some periodontal disease there." Every single time.
And do
And
you?
I flush. I flossed. You know, I don't know. Woo.
Oh, it's Gary Wallen's brother, Gary Wallen.
I reached my final destination.
You're in the house.
Well, let's show you a little something. Hold on.
Ah, here comes the fun.
Couldn't clean up a little.
We got props.
Okay.
This is
All
clean.
right,
This
let's
is
hear it.
clean, fellas.
What is
What is
that? Oh, Phoenix.
Oh, with a cactus.
No, that's the Jacksonville. Oh, it is Phoenix or is it
You see
Jacksonville?
the cactus?
Phoenix.
It's Phoenix.
Not with a cactus.
It was it was 105, but it was dry heat.
That's a dry heat.
Oh my
Like a
goodness.
pizza oven.
Phoenix was good. Where was the place where the guy took us out to the chicken coop and asked us which ones would you like to eat for dinner? Because he was like
San Antonio.
Oh my God.
No, I think there was San Antonio. When I don't know if you were on. You might have been on that show, Yona. But all I
was
can
there.
tell you
I
is
remember the
you went to
rabbi.
the San Antonio show where the
probably why
guy
he
said,
asked
"In your honor, I shechted 11 chickens, and the feathers are still outside." And then I took a piece of chicken and I thought it was moving.
That was great. Oh, that's where the
Yeah,
river
really dead
walk
by that.
was. They had that river walk in San Antonio. Okay.
Yeah.
Where was it that directions were asked? I believe it was, I think it was an Asian, there was an Asian fella that they asked directions to when we were in, I think it was California. Is that correct? No?
What?
I'm not remembering.
We were trying to get.
Refresh our memory.
Well, then you had Lenny in, I think, Jacksonville, Florida, asked the guy a question, and he kicked open the door of his pickup truck to give him the answer.
I don't remember that.
Wow,
Really?
Gary,
Gary, you really have good memory.
Well, it was every time I thought my life was going to end because of the band. These are the ones that I remember. I'll never forget flying out at the crack of dawn to go play at Beverly Hills High School. Ooh, Beverly Hills High School.
I remember
we
that.
didn't end up playing.
No, nobody got permission.
That's right. We're setting
like
up and they kicked us out.
Gorilla show.
That's funny. I thought Remy was on that gig too. No?
No. No, we did a morning and then a night, and we had lunch with Mrs. Spielberg.
Yes.
Right.
She should rest in
away.
peace. She passed away last year at 97.
Yeah, she was old.
And she worked right up to the day she died. But we would my Uncle Gus, also may he rest in peace, took me to that to Mrs. Spielberg's restaurant, and
The Milky Way.
for the Friday they had the chowder. It was the specialty of the house.
I love that.
You know, Uncle Gus taught me my my Aleph Bays. You know that?
No.
Oh, you don't remember what Uncle Gus used to say?
No.
How he remembered the Hebrew alphabet? Aleph buys a vase at Gimbel's dollar basement or something like that.
Oh, my.
Wasn't Uncle Gus the guy who told you should talk with your tongue sticking out and that's going to help your diction or something? What was that?
Yeah, that's right. He taught me that he was one of his vocal lessons, which I use to this day to try to get bar mitzvah boys to sing on key.
It used to be so fun to go with Lenny in the car and have this going on. Hee-yaw, 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 hee-yaw.
Well, you got to warm up. Listen, you know, Taylor Swift doesn't even speak before shows all day. Would you rather have that?
Was that an option?
Now, look, Debbie writes 88 Allen Street. I thought Lenny had it in for us the night we recorded the Jewish Bride Chorus.
Debbie. Wow.
You remember Allen Street? You remember that studio?
Absolutely.
And then we brought in 20 gypsy kids to sing the chorus, Jewish Pride.
They did great.
Yeah.
Of course you remember. Yeah.
Right. The recording session for Jewish Pride for the basic tracks right afterwards, because I think it was the middle of the night. I was driving back up to my dorm, and my car broke down on the FDR drive.
Of course.
And like
Right.
it was like every car behind me was like thump, 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 thump,
Good sound effect.
and there's more to the story that I can't tell in public.
That
But
was
all I can say is if you ever leave a place and you think, I can wait till I get to my destination, the answer is you cannot.
Mark, you wrote that was
I'll
what
just
you
leave
wrote
it at that.
someone else's place. That was your tune for that album. Yeah, that was
Me and
great.
Joe and
That
Joe
was a great
Bach.
song.
Yeah,
That was great.
That was a great song.
that was a good one. It was fun.
Now, Mark, one gig that I had with you, Mark Infield, we played in
Yeah,
Deal.
that.
You remember in Deal? We played that Shabbaton for the Hillel School. And I did not have a cell phone. And I also, my car, I got a flat going home. I didn't get home till 6 a.m. because I was on a highway. I didn't know what to do. And finally, I somehow got to a phone and waited for a tow truck 2 hours. And I showed up at the house at 6 a.m. Jillian was not impressed. I went out and got a cell phone the next day.
When has Jillian been impressed?
She's always impressed.
Oh.
Always. She loves Schlachbach. Yes, she does.
I remember years before Lenny became a grandfather when Jillian affectionately called him Zadie. I believe it was at Camp
Zadie.
Monroe.
Yes, but it wasn't Zadie. It was another name.
I remember it as Zadie because she knew you were destined to be the best.
And I am Zadie today.
There you go.
Same here.
The Zadie is in the house.
Yeah.
But I was talking, we got to do some anti-aging stuff, I think, Mark. Mark Skyer, you have any anti-aging stuff for us?
That's what he's taking right now.
Anti-aging stuff.
Yes, we must go back 30 years in time.
Lenny, next time you're in New York, they've opened up stores all over New York that can help you.
Yeah, you get a shoe polish. You can, get that going there.
Well, I will be in New York
Take
from
off your
January
glasses.
24th.
Everybody looks a little younger. So.
Next week. I will be in New York next week. January 24th.
Got some gigs, Len. Got some gigs.
I got one gig lined up right now in Rockville, Maryland, February 9th and 10th at Shabbos at Jewish Rockville Outreach Center, Jewish Rock. And then we are looking for others. We will get others. But I wanted to do a Super Bowl weekend in Nevada, Las Vegas, so that I could be there for the Super Bowl, which is February 11th. Now it doesn't seem like that's going to be happening, but that's okay. Maybe there'll be other Super
Guys,
Bowls.
this has been really great, but I got to go. So it's nice to see you.
All right.
And,
Mark, thank you very much for coming.
We should do it more often. Maybe show number 400.
All right. We'll celebrate again in another 100 shows. All right. Talk to you later.
How do I get out of here? I don't know.
I'm going to take you off.
Ask Uncle Lewis.
Here we go.
What does Uncle Lewis know?
Oh, Danny's back. 1 second. Danny's back.
One out.
Danny,
One in.
you there? Oh, no. He's out also.
Eitan G, when are you heading back stateside?
January 23rd.
Oh, same like me.
No,
You on the same
you're
flight?
leaving at 24th.
I'm leaving the 23rd at night.
I'm leaving the 23rd early in the morning.
Okay. So, yeah, 24th early.
Eitan G was spotted in my hood at the one and only Chimichurri.
Ooh.
Oh, I love that spot.
I know. Last time you called me, I met you there when your car got a little dinged up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Was it a rental?
I was your bad.
It was not a rental. It was my own vehicle. And I found out that the guy worked at the gas station next door. And what he does is he scams people by kind of just parking in front of the back so that he pulls in right when you're backing out. Whatever.
So what did you end up doing?
I paid the guy cash and done. There was no damage to my vehicle, little dent to his, and we came to a financial agreement and called it a day.
Eitan G
All right.
always keeps his cool. I was there for the whole thing.
That's it. That's it. You roll with it. Roll with it, baby.
All right, everybody. Well, we're coming to the end.
Are we? How
No
long
more
are these
questions
shows
on your
usually?
list there, Len? No
What?
more questions on that list? You had one big question. What was your fun?
I had a couple of questions that I can't remember them now because we were too busy telling stories.
Oh, one just
didn't
came
write
in. Len, one just came in. What is the CCV on the back of your credit card?
Yes, Andra, definitely be in touch via possible concert. Definitely. We will be happy to play.
Woo!
We will be available.
We are available. Yes. Look, it's a different time, ladies and gentlemen. It's a different place. It's a different time. It's a different place. It's a different world. And that's why we come to you from cyberspace 300 times over the last 3.5 years to fight truth, justice, and the kosher way. To defend truth, justice, and the kosher way, not to fight.
And Andre, you know, all of music is now on all music streaming services.
Yes. And as Yona would say, be careful out there.
I would.
And get yourself a quality meal.
You said it on the kosher police
On the
twice.
kosher
Zach,
police as the chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as the
Oh,
chief.
you
were
are the chief. I don't forget that.
And Mark was Mayor Meyer.
Yes. How did they do it? How did they do it?
Mark, is that a Schlock Rock t-shirt you're wearing? We can't see it.
Certainly is.
Oh.
He's
Whoa.
got the Woodstock tour.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
that's-
Woodstock t-shirt.
Tour.
And he still fits into it, which is unbelievable.
He's a gym teacher. He keeps in shape.
No, he's an EMT instructor.
I thought he was a gym teacher. Aren't you a
Nope.
gym teacher?
Avi Clark is saying more kosher police when. If I can get the Kraz to write a script, we will have Kosher Police 3.
In the meantime, you can listen to the Kosher Police on all your music streaming services.
Tell them about it.
Dude, that was
Hi ho, it's off the
It's
shoe.
not.
I
It's not.
go.
Right. Speaking of t-shirts, nice t-shirt, Eitan.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any others,
Love
by the
rock
way?
t-shirt. What's
Do you
that?
have any others? Because there are about 846 social media images of you, and it's the same shirt.
It is actually not the same shirt. It's one of 6 different shirts in active rotation.
That was what we
And you
used,
know, by the way,
that was what we did on the first Schlock Rock tour. We actively rotated them. We wore it on Monday and sold it on Tuesday.
Oh my God.
those were the days.
Avi Clark does not believe in your streaming services, Eitan. He says he's a
He says, I'm a Schlock Rock CD boy. All right.
Good. Go
for you,
buy the
Avi.
CD.
Good for you.
No, the CDs, to buy the CDs,
Which
Avi,
one do you want?
Avi lives in Beit Shemesh. He could just call me.
Avi, I have 10 boxes in my garage. Tell me which ones you want.
That's in LA.
I
I'll
have
get
mine
'em to you.
transferred to 8-track.
What about Beta? No, 8-track.
Oh my goodness. So
Right.
That's right. Buy
Uh-oh.
it. Have your friends buy it.
Who's
buy it and
Aztec?
throw it out.
Aztec.
That's
Ooh.
Kraz.
Kind of applying something.
Avi, I have many of them. Almost all of them. I think the only one I don't have is Party Time. And like those new ones. New School, New Shul,
New Shul, the
and
Big Six.
the Kosher Cake.
Lenny,
Kosher Cake was
Lenny, you gonna
2012.
put
I
up?
don't have
Are
it.
you going to put up the original Schlock Rock song from Kesher? Get your Kesher stuff up.
Yeah, I even remade it. Yona.
Why have
Yes.
we not put up the Kesher albums on the streaming
Why have
service?
you
They-
not? Yes.
That's they should be up there.
The partners have to all agree.
You have to ask Svi. You have to ask Svi. But Svi will say okay.
Okay.
Svi will say okay. You could do it.
Gary, I love you. You're so funny. I miss you, Gary Wallen.
Miss you too, Yona Lloyd.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's you guys.
Miss you guys.
We miss you too, Annie.
Rudy, I
There,
want you to make a
there's Annie.
TikTok video of you singing schlock songs. I want to see it on TikTok. And tag Taylor Swift.
TikTok is a problem, you guys. It's a problem.
TikTok.
It's all a problem.
Why?
Lenny can't
Why
get it
is
on his
that a
flip
problem?
phone.
Oops, someone's got a
Oh,
call
I
coming
heard
in.
something.
We love you too, Uri. Uri, I want you to make a TikTok video of the Schlock Rock song.
Didn't Uri play drums at a Pittsburgh concert?
No, Mikey did.
Mike.
Mikey Oliver.
Mikey played drums.
Oliver Charlotte played the drums.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
He played in a Barbanel.
That was when we
Oh.
stayed by the judge and Nina.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I love you too, Uri.
Lenny,
Oh, Harris.
Lenny, I know you have the book. Go back to that Pittsburgh show and see if it was the same night of the Evander Holyfield Mike Tyson fight. I have this vivid memory of us watching that.
Okay.
Good. Yona, you find out what date the Evander Holyfield fight
I'm on
was,
it.
and we'll find.
Well, we could find that in 2 seconds.
That's right.
Right.
If
We
it was
want to
on-
know. We'll wait.
And it's the same fight where he bit his took half
I
his ear
think
off.
that was
Yeah.
we watched it after the concert. It was a Saturday night.
How could we watch it? It was on pay
It
per
was
view.
on. I don't know. I'm checking
It
now.
was on regular TV.
So I have it here as it was Holyfield versus Tyson 2, and it was June 28th, 1997. You have your book with you?
Yes. 1 minute. Let me just see
Let's
what
see.
I got here.
Where were we?
Settle down. Settle down.
I got to go to my.
June 28th, 1997. That was a 1997. That was a Saturday night. So got that part.
1997. We would have played June 28th in Pittsburgh. Think about that. Shabbos went out like
8 o'clock.
no.
9
June
o'clock.
28th would go out like
So maybe
9.
it was the night before the show. Maybe the show was on a Sunday and we were there for Shabbat.
Okay, that would make
So
sense.
June 29th would have been the show. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
Am Yisrael Chai, M. Tuner. Yes.
Guys, which were your favorite songs to play?
Oh, great question, Eitan. Great question. Great question. Gary?
Probably say between Barbanel and We Didn't Start the Fire.
Wow.
Strong Desire, I meant, of course.
Wow.
Funny, I can't.
Mark?
Oh, I don't know. I like the older stuff. Also, I like the stuff on the Lenny and the Schlockers tape.
Oh yeah, Steve Bill was just talking about that.
I think my favorite
But-
song to
but-
play was Modeh Ani Now. I love playing that song.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a fun song. Gary, your
Yes.
Serwin Vega monitors really made that song come alive.
They certainly did.
It's so funny. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He had this great monitor on stage. It said Serwin Vega, and it was, I think, the first time I actually heard the band, in the monitors.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, when we started out, I didn't really know much about sound.
It was in Bergen County at some venue, a really nice venue in Bergen County. They have like a big concert venue there.
Are you talking about Uri Denori Auditorium in Hackensack?
Yeah,
Did
maybe.
the album concert?
Maybe. All right, Len, did you confirm?
I can't confirm because it's not on the website. I got it at in the other room. I'll have to look.
Len?
I'll let you know.
Here,
Matt?
Yona, go to jewishrapper.com and go to tour dates. And then
No, he said
look
it's
for the
not
night-
there. Lenny says it's not there.
On his site. On my site, which is much more organized and cataloged, you can see it.
Well, that's because Eitan G, let's just say,
I have to keep things organized and OCD'd.
You're so funny.
Len?
You go to tour dates in 1997 and see if.
Oh, Andra Lee. Excellent. Yes, the Boston concert.
we had a lot of Boston concerts, but the one we had one at Boston University.
We were all wearing Boston shirts. I bought them at halftime at the 7-Eleven down the street.
Yes, that was one of the best concerts ever.
And guess what? I am still friendly with Tamami, who went to Simmons College right near Boston U.
Debbie, send things to my love. I miss him. Good, great guy.
By the way, Len, I see we've gone past the hour mark. Are we doing the full half hour? Are we going to get the
No.
Yana wants to know, is it a full OT?
We have to close it up.
Eitan G, your website goes 1992, 1993, and then for some reason you skipped to 1998.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, Uri Butler, thanks for the shout out. We love you too, man. You're an awesome, awesome fan of all Jewish music.
Thanks, Uri.
And you look great in the newspaper at the Haas concert. Saw that picture.
And Uri wants your information. Mark, Uri wants your info. Just
should we put it on the
Supposed to
ticker
put it
at the
on
bottom?
No, I don't think so. But I want to tell everybody this Sunday, 7 p.m. next show, Israel time, 7 p.m. Israel time, 12 noon New York, 9 a.m. West Coast time. I feel like this is Saturday Night Live.
Are we going to do this again on 420?
I don't know, but best Schlager gathering since the 30th anniversary party. Oh, he was at the 30th anniversary party.
Yeah.
Yona, is that chip on your shoulder?
This is Mr. Schrute.
Hello, Chip.
Anyway, guys, it's been great. Thank you guys all for coming.
Yeah.
For all of our listeners, we had a minion watching us most of the time or more.
How does it end? It's Lenny Solomon live.
Let's everybody do it. Lenny Solomon live. Show number 300 is in the books.
Yep.
Keep on schlocking, everybody.
300. We are Sparta.
Be good, be cool, be
We are
Jewish.
Jews. Be good, be cool, be Jewish. See you soon.